Hey, today is the video that I've been promising some of my students at Awesome Art School, yay, and on Facebook. I don't know why I always get nervous when I go live. I'm on video all the time, and for some reason it just freaks me out. But today I want to talk to you about, because a lot of people have asked me, and I know a lot of people are interested, about how to do live, or not live, videos. Sorry, just getting my lights better. Hi, Tracy, yay! Okay, and I'm gonna try not to like be freaking out. Ah! Sorry, this is a new tiny. I have a big phone and a little tiny tripod. Hello, Constance. This is very exciting. So just so you know, before I get started, when my phone is facing me, I can read your little scripts. Hi, Karen. Hi, Sandra. Hi, Patricia. Hi, Kathy. And when I have my phone pointed away, and when I'll be starting to show you some things, I won't be able to see your cute comments. So don't think, hi, Andrea. Hi, Pat. Hi, Patricia. So don't think I'm not watching you anymore or paying attention. I will have to say this, though. If you have questions, please, please, please don't type them here now, because I will be busy talking and I won't be able to address all of them. So if you don't mind waiting till this is posted and then putting them in the regular comment section, that way I can go through and get everybody's questions asked. Okay. Hi, Angie and Tracy. That would be super duper helpful. And that way I don't miss anything, and I can kind of focus a little bit better. But I really do, I just want to say hi and welcome to my channel and my just community. You guys are the best. I've been having so much fun just recording all my crazy artwork, and everybody's so nice and kind, and the support has just been really, really phenomenal, and it's very encouraging, and I just appreciate you guys so much. So again, if you have any questions, hi, Robin. Welcome to my channel. If you have any questions, please write them for me in the description box. That would be awesome. So as you know, I love to do arts. I've published, now I'm on my fourth, or actually I'll be on my fifth, sixth, and seventh book coming out, hopefully in the next few months. Big surprises in the works. But if you don't know me already, I have published How to Draw Fun Fab Faces. These are a couple of my publications. Hi, Queen Mabel and Doris. I know your real name. Oh my gosh, you guys, it's so fun to see everybody. But I have... I just love to draw, and I taught kids. I don't know if you guys knew this, but I actually used to teach kids private art classes from my home for about 5 years. And because I have 3 kids that are 9, 11, and 13, I think my approach to art is, I'm just used to dealing with kids all the time. So I feel like when I talk to adults, I'm still talking with children. So I have been able to I got some new equipment, and I'm going to show all of this to you right now. I got some new equipment so I can start doing voiceovers, which is super exciting. And the feedback I've gotten for that has been really great. So if you, up until this point, so I started my YouTube channel in 2015. And up until that point, I did mostly just captions. I had music. I would do my art, right? And then I would run music in the background, and I would just caption it as I go, because I still wanted people to be able to understand what I was using and my process and whatever. When I got a microphone, then I started doing things a little bit differently, and I didn't know if you guys would like that better or worse. So if you do have an opinion about that, by all means, you can pop that in the comments and let me know what kind of way you prefer. So yeah, so I started my YouTube channel in 2015. That's also when I started my very first class at awesomeartschool.com, which accompanied this book. It's just a mini class. It's $24. Oh, thank you. Rhonda says, love to hear you. Thank you. It's hard for me to know what people, you know, want to do. And I don't want to waste my time, and I don't want to waste your time either. So my first class I did, and I recorded it. I only made it because I had to wait like 4 days for the proof to arrive. And I was like going mentally insane. And I was like, oh, I'm like a 5-year-old at Christmas. And I was like, I cannot wait to get my proof. So I was like, I'm going to make a course right now. Like, I just need something to do. And I had taken like 1 billion online courses. So I knew from being a student kind of what the experience that I enjoyed. And so I wanted to create that for others. So that kind of launched my awesome art school online business. But then I also just really got kind of, I for myself started recording my art journey on YouTube because I was a way for me to kind of like legitimize and have a reason for why I was doing the things that I was doing. It's also a great record of how you're doing things. So, you know, I do so many projects and I look at it and I'm like, God, I love that. I cannot remember what I did, right? So for me personally, it's more than just teaching. It's personally, you know, reminding myself, having a record of exactly what I'm making and how I'm making it. Plus, if someone else can glean some information off that too, then that's all the better. Okay, so with that being said, how do you make art videos? I think making art videos is awesome. It's nothing that anyone who is interested in making videos, and this doesn't have to be just for artwork either, but if you're interested in doing it, you should absolutely go for it. I wanted to do art videos for like 365 days before I actually started to, because I was just really intimidated and really scared to get started. And I wish somebody had kicked me in the pants and just be like, just do it. It's not that big a deal. And it's really actually not. Okay. It's really not. If you're interested in this, go for it. And I have my 11-year-old who was 9 at the time is the one that gave me a kick in the pants and told me that I needed to do it. All right. These kids live on YouTube, and there's, 6-year-olds with YouTube channels. So if a 6-year-old can do it, you guys, you can do it too. Okay. So if you wanted to do it for your own personal reference, like I was just talking about, or you want to teach, or you want to, create your community and get support for your work. Hi, Krishan. Oh my gosh. Am I even saying that right? Krishan Simpson. I make a new pronunciation for that every time, and you have to tell me. We have to meet someday so you could tell me. I would love that so very much. So to get started, what do you need? Basic things you need are a camera, right? Okay, so let me just say this. I am not a technical person. I'm not. My husband is a nerd and my kids are nerds, and I am not a nerd. I don't know what I am, but I'm not a technical nerd. So what I do know, all right, and this looks crazy, but it's not as fancy as it looks. Oh, it is. Okay. Yay. Krishan. So fancy. Okay. Oh, I'm so glad. I've been dying to know the answer to how you pronounce your name for a long time. So that's good. I'm so glad we're having this conversation on YouTube. Okay. So I'm taking off my fancy microphone. This is just a camera. All right. So you just need a camera. I'm not going to tell you need this camera. I don't think that's true. You can use a camcorder. You can use, just any handheld camera that has recording abilities. That's my husband calling me. I'll be like, I can't, kind of on live right now. And my eyes are all red. I'm so tired. I'm not feeling that great today. So I'm sorry if I'm not as spastastic as I normally am. So if you have the recording ability on your device, okay, you're looking for this little movie symbol, that is all you need to do to create this. Okay. So if your camera looks anything like this one, even if it's a little handheld one, and you can figure out, how to start your recording, then you're good to go. Can you use the camera on your phone? You can. That's a really good question. And again, if you're just joining me, I can see your questions if you're facing me right now. Yay. And if when I turn the camera away, I won't be able to read your questions. So save them and put them in the comment section. You can use your camera, your phone as your camera. I don't do that because I take videos all the time of my kids and my cats, Lord knows. And so it just sucks up the space on your, it'll suck up the space on your camera in like 5 minutes. So unless you're going to upload and then download and get it off your camera, like delete it right away, I wouldn't recommend doing that because you're going to limit the functions on your phone because you're hogging up all your space with your videos. So you can do that, yes. Do I recommend it? No, but you can, especially if they're any length. Okay, you're welcome, Kathy. Okay, so any old camera will do, and that's as technical as I'm gonna get on the cameras because you really can use any camera. Any camera that does video is legitimate. So that's the first issue. Grab a camera. The second issue is going to be this. This is a very useful feature, I will say, about having a camera, because what happens is you're gonna have this above you, right? I'll show you the tripod setup in a second, but you're gonna have this above you, and then the problem is you're gonna wanna see what it is that other people are seeing, right? So this feature, if you are shopping for a new camera, is absolutely of the utmost importance. Okay, so this little window, I don't know the terms for anything. This freaking door of awesomeness opens and twists so that no matter how my camera is oriented, I can whip this little part out and I can see exactly what the viewer is seeing, okay? So that's huge. So whatever camera you have automatically is going to be able to record. Oh, viewfinder, see, so fancy. But isn't the viewfinder this part? Isn't that this one? I think that's the viewfinder. So what's this? Magical door of viewingness. I think that's what it should be called. So anyways, you can close it. Yeah, door of awesomeness, obviously. So this can open like this if I'm recording. I'm so dumb. I just recently just discovered that if you twist it and close it again, you can actually not have to have it like opening like that. And then you can just, you know, be shooting through here and looking at the big picture. Here, I'll even turn it on so you can see. All right, so this to me is more important than your camera and whatever. So here, see, you can see I'm shooting my hand. I also like a good zoom because it's important to me if I'm showing my drawings to like zoom as close in as possible as I can. So this has like a 65x zoom, which I'm pretty sure exceeds like the capabilities that I'm going to be needing. But anyways, those are some important features. All right. Oh, and I just started recording. And actually that, just to show you how easy this is, all I'm doing is there's a little record button and I press the record and it is started. I know it's started because I have this little record here in the corner of my viewfinder. Okay. And then I'm good to go. It's very, very, very straightforward. Remind me not to swipe my notifications when I'm live. Okay. So what's two more important things are having a microphone. If you're going to be talking during your, I'm a little Diet Coke here, sorry, lunchtime. If you are going to be voice recording, you do need a pretty decent microphone. Do you have to have one? No, you really don't, but it does enhance your viewers' experience if you sound good. Does that seem reasonable? It seems reasonable to me. So again, I'm not technical. I went on Amazon. I did read some reviews because my husband, who is an OCD engineer, has like ingrained into me the importance of at least reading reviews and having a process for when you're buying things. So I randomly bought this one. I have no idea if it's good. It works for me. I know the little people have some like fancy lapel ones. I have no clue, but I've had this for about a year and a half, and I love it. There's a little, there's like a little groove that is part of my camera, so I didn't need to buy this. And this attachment came with my microphone, so I just figured out, oh look, this just slides together. Okay. And then you can tighten up this feature right here. And then that cinches my mic onto my camera. Now I do have to say, it's when I'm speaking like this, right? It's definitely, oh, thank you, Kathy. Thanks for being here. So it's definitely, you know, picks up my voice better than if it's away from me, but it does improve. It's still better than just the microphone that comes with it. So I do highly recommend having an external mic if you can afford it. It doesn't have to be the most expensive one, for sure. And then this wire plugs into, there's like a little thing on the side that says mic, and which is very helpful because otherwise I would be like, where the hell do I plug that in? And there's your answer. So I just plug it in and we are good to go. I have incidentally used to try this to do voiceovers with my computer, and it did not work. I'll show you the microphone I use now, which is brand new, and I wish I had gotten it 2 years ago. Just like a little FYI for me on that. Okay. So the next thing I want to show you is, okay, and just so you know, again, I won't be able to see you for a minute because I'm not going to be looking at the camera, but I want to show you my my tripod setup. So your tripod will come with this little camera extension, and there's a screw at the bottom of your camera. And it's funny, I didn't notice any of these features until I started needing to use them. You know, like, oh, I wish there's a screw right there. Oh, look, there's a screw right there. So you put this little attachment piece on. This comes with, I think this actually comes, I'm sorry, this comes with your tripod. I don't know if I said that. And you click this on. Just making sure you can see this. There's a little lever. And you attach the camera to your tripod. And now it is pointing down this. We put this away. So your camera can be, obviously, if this is just, this is just a cheap, I don't think it's cheap, but this is not a fancy tripod. We got it as a Christmas present one year from somebody else, actually, and I've just been using it ever since. So any old tripod from, you know, wherever you get, Target, wherever you can grab, and it has this little camera attachment. And now I can swivel this, okay, just like this, until it's pointing at my artwork that I'm going to be featuring. Let's say down here, this is my latest journal. If you guys have been paying attention, you can, all of these, right? Oh, off topic. I adore that. You know where I got that from, Krishan, is IKEA. It was like 19 bucks from IKEA, that big giant one. Isn't that so funny? And I saw it and I was like, yeah, I need to have that. I think half of my room is from IKEA. And so yeah, so then you have this pointing down. Now, again, that little viewfinder is super handy. So, because that will tell you, look at this. I can swivel it like this. And now I can see, hi, Paulette. We were just chatting on Facebook. So now I can see, so I have my camera facing down. I have my microphone facing me. What doesn't really move, but it's now automatically in front of my mouth, which is convenient if I want to talk. And then I can see everything because my little magical door of awesomeness that we've already briefly discussed shows me exactly what you're seeing, what the video is taking. So if I zoom in like this, what's up, James? It's always good to have a guy in the house. What's up, buddy? And then you can zoom in and out accordingly, and I can see exactly what is going on. So this is huge. This is huge. Like everything, this little viewfinder is awesome. And it's probably as important as everything else because you need to see what the hell you're doing, right? Or else what in the world? Okay. So the next most important thing I want to talk to you about is lighting. Lighting is huge. Okay, so here's my studio. I don't think I've even ever done a studio peek on YouTube before. All right, here is my studio in its entirety. Boop, 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 boop. All right, it's crazy. But as you notice, it is craziness in here. I only have one window, okay? Hello, Sharon. I only have one window. And ideally, the best lighting for all of this stuff is actually a natural light. So if I had my way, I know I'm going to get to that in 1 second, James. If I had my way, I would actually set up my table right here where my big giant chair, who we call Leonard, because it's pretty much like a big fuzzy bear. I would put my art table right in front of this. And that's where I would do my art. And I actually wouldn't even buy any artificial lighting. Natural light is the best. It's the best for photographing, and it's the same for what's it called? Video. So what I have instead is I have these, this is just, we actually had our house built, and I did know this was going to be my my art room. So I had what I thought was a good idea, which is these overhead recess lightings. But what I found is, and I'll turn this off, you can see, it casts like horrible shadows. So if I started, see the shadows on my table? You can't really record with those shadows. That's not something that anyone is want. That's going to throw it onto your artwork, and that does not look good. So I basically like made it my life's mission to just have whatever lighting I need to do to get rid of those. Oh, my eyes are so red. So tired. My goal in life is to like eliminate the shadows however possible. Shadows on my nemesis, right? You know what I'm talking about, Constance. So what I've done is, first I just was like buying random used light products from wherever. I had that one my neighbor was selling. And then I just kept adding pieces. I had these two I got from IKEA. So that's the next thing. I'm going to plug these in. All right, so then I would put those on. And what does that do? So that, you know, it made them lighter, but they're still there. That's a crisscross of shadows is not good. So very recently, I finally splurged and I got a Diva ring light. People use these for selfies all the time for like the recording. That's what this mammoth thing is. Okay, I've waited like 2 years to buy this, and I should have just sucked it up and bought it in the first place. But this comes on like a big arm up. Yeah, you should save up for one. They're very cool. Actually the arm swings up, and the idea is that the camera goes in the middle. So that's why it's called a Diva ring, because then your like face is illuminated and the camera's in the middle, and you get this like magical, beautiful, whatever face. And you can always tell people are using ring lights because they have these like perfect, super bright circles in their pupils, which I think is so funny. But what I didn't even know, how much are they? This one was $200, but I know there's another brand. I actually pulled the trigger on this one because my neighbor and my friend sells something totally different, and she broke down and bought one, and it was $99. It's really good, and she loves it. But oh yeah, Paula. Yeah, the recessed lightings are good, but they're bad too. And I don't think it has this neck. This neck that bends is a little bit magical. And this one by far got the best reviews out of everything on Amazon. So I just bit the bullet. I mean, I do this every day, every week at least. So I just figured, okay, I do it every week. It's just part of my sort of professional investment is the way I look at it. So what I have going on here is I turn it on, and I do love it too because it has a really flexible brightness setting. It can go really, really, really bright, woo, or you can actually turn it way down. And what I didn't love about that other model my friend got that was $99 is that it doesn't dim as much. It's very subtle, whereas this one, you really get like a huge spectrum. So between these two, I can really knock back those shadows. Finally, in like the best way that I can. The only downside is then you need to worry about your glossy pages. Now mine don't typically get glossy until the very end because that's the last step I do is that spray varnish. So if you see how glossy she is, oh, Krishan. So this is a Diva ring light. And you know what I'll do is at the end, I'll put links when I'm done and this is posted. I'll put the links to like my favorite used products. And again, this is just what I know. My education is limited to what I use. So I can't do a huge cost comparison, but there is like this. I liked this too because it has like a diffusing fabric sleeve that just goes on really easily. But it knocks back my shadows quite a bit. And then between that and being able to manipulate this, and you just have to play with it. Oh, I just got a text. You just have to play with it. Sometimes I turn off my track lights, and then that makes it much, much better. So I have to play with it, but I do have a ton of options. And in my crazy closet of chaos, oh, I used to. I don't think I have it anymore. But I had like a whole shelf with lights on it because I needed to just be able to play. And it's depending on the time of day as well. You know, if you're filming at like 4 p.m., the light's different than if you're filming at 7 and it's just completely dark outside. And just yesterday, this is a huge, huge find. Where is it? Oh, I was at this thrift store in Durham. They had this insane brand new light. Look at this. Look at this. One of these jobbers. Brand new. Look at that. I don't even know what it's called, but I was like, I'm going to need to have that. It was 15 bucks, right? Look at that. So I can totally see like plopping that on another side and putting that on. It's so fancy. And seeing how that helps. Again, just eliminate the shadows and just doing your best to get the best for your viewer. And that's why that viewfinder is so, so important. Okay. So before I move on to like editing and all that stuff, you just record, right? You put on your camera, you're going to start your recording. Okay. And again, you can see her and you can look in your little secret door of awesomeness and say, oh, it's too glossy. And this is so important, again, because you can see, all right, she's too glossy. What do I need to do? Is this light too bright? Turn that off. Is that better? Is that worse? Okay, so you just really need to focus there that whole time and see what they're saying. You know, look, you need to zoom in. I'm doing the lips. Okay, I'm going to zoom in so everyone can see those lips, right? And zoom out. So this becomes your everything. So that's very, very important. All right. Now, here's a little helpful hint. I think it's helpful anyways. I am super strapped for time. I have 3 kids. I do not have a lot of time. This is my life's work, but I don't want to feel like I'm making it my life's work. So just keep in mind when you're doing your videos to do them so that you have as little editing to do as possible for yourself. Keep everything within reach of yourself. So say you're doing an illustration with black ink pens. Keep, I need your sunglasses, I know, right? Keep all your pens right here. No one wants to, you don't want to be like, oh, hang on just a minute, and then like pause and then go and get your stupid supplies and then come back. Like you should have everything. Like this place, it took me like 2 hours to clean this table off, but is like packed. It is like bursting with everything. So, and a lot of times too, you'll notice in my videos, I'll say like, oh, I'm using the USA Generals today because I can't find my Stabilo All, which is my favorite, as you all know. And I'll just be like, I can't see it to grab. But really, if I had seen it, I would have grabbed it instead. Which, so just think a couple steps ahead. Like, what are you going to be needing? And it's just save yourself some time so you're not clicking your camera on and off and you're not wasting your time or anyone else's time too. And then there's less to edit as well. Okay? All right, does anyone have any questions? Because I'm going to have to swivel this around. And I'm going to go upstairs and I'm going to talk about, I'm going to show you iMovie and I'm also going to show you Movie Maker. Because one thing you'll notice is while you are seeing that this is up front, this is actually all being recorded upside down. Okay, which is kind of scared the crap out of me when I knew it was going to be upside down. So we need to figure out, and I'm going to show you right now how to turn those images upside down. So we're going to take a little tour through my house. We're going to go upstairs. Yep. I was going to see if Rosie's around. I will just put a link to all of the things that I use. And then that way you'll know what I'm using. And again, I can't speak to other things because I only use what I use. And I don't know if they're good or not, but they work for me. And I love them. And I'm very happy with everything. So I'm coming up to my office here. So we have, luckily for you guys, I've worked on Macs as well as PCs. Oh, thank you. This is actually our master bedroom. But our kids were super annoying in the mornings and waking us up. So we put our bed, we actually put our bedroom in this little tiny room off of our master bedroom. And then we made ourselves like this fat apartment because we thought that'd be more fun. So back to business. We have, this is very awkward because I'm holding this with one hand. But basically in iMovie, I wonder if I can put my tripod down. Sorry. I want to make this the best viewing experience for you, which I'm not sure quite how to do if this is live. But as you can see, it's actually very, very easy. So if you're working on a Mac, and I'll get to PC in a second. If you're working on a Mac, iMovie comes for free. And if you're working with a PC, Movie Maker comes for free also. So you can pay hundreds of dollars to have like Pro Cut. Is that what that's called? Did I just say that right? I think so. Oh, Final Cut, Final Pro, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. There's a ton of, you have a lot of options, but these are free and they work fantastically. So if you're just starting out, use what's free. They work great. So iMovie. When you are importing, let's see. Sorry, this is very awkward. I don't have the software to like go live on my, what's it called? Computer. But let's just suffice it to say, when you import your media, it will show up in My Media, which is up here, okay? And then you just can simply drag and drop you can drag and drop anything, anywhere. It's super duper easy. You drag and drop it down here, okay? But if this comes in upside down, all you do is highlight. Can you even see that? Highlight. Here, I'll do it. Where's my camera? Over here. Highlight us. OBS is free. I'm going to let you screen share. Oh, sorry. I know, James. I'm sorry. I didn't do my homework for this. I've just been promising this for so long, and I'm just banging it out. But thank you. I will do that in the future. But see, as you can see, you can highlight whichever little chunk that you want to change, and then you can go up here. And there's this little icon, boop, and that will let you just rotate it, boop, 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 boop. And that's literally as easy as clicking a button. Okay? So once you've drag and dropped all of your media into your program here, then you can edit. There are a lot of tutorials on using Movie Maker and iMovie, on YouTube, so I would definitely check them out. I didn't want to go into too much detail on both of them, except to say that fiddle around with it. Don't be afraid to push buttons and practice. But I know that one turning things like right side up from upside down was like a big learning curve for me. It's like emotionally, it was hard for me to like, how am I going to get it to be right side up? So I just wanted to show you in each program how easy it is with a click of a button to be able to do that. Okay, so that was iMovie. And I'm sorry. And luckily my husband is a PC geek. Oh, and I'll show you in a second, I'm going to show you the microphone too. Okay, so this is how easy it is in Movie Maker. So again, you have you just highlight your selected whatever film. This, I've already imported this. And then all you do is look at this. Ooh, where is the button? Let me find, I'm trying to show you on my, I'm the worst camera person right now. I'm so sorry. Where the hell is it? Okay, right there. You see this? Right, rotate. Boom, 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 boom. And then if you see when I'm clicking that, see that? It just turns. It's a click of a button, guys. So easy. So easy. So that scared me for like a year from doing my YouTube videos. So don't let it scare you. It's not hard. You just need to know that it exists and you can do it. Okay. And the last thing I wanted to show you today was my fancy, chancy, it's not even a word, microphone, which I bought for myself for Christmas. And because I didn't know, I have all these awesome YouTubers do these voiceovers and it scared the crap out of me. I didn't know what to do also. So again, I just bit the bullet very recently and got it. This just plugs into your USB port in the back for any of you who want to do voiceovers. It's ready to go. That's all you do. You plug it in. It couldn't be any more simple. And then when you go over here, just when you are ready to get started, there's a little microphone right there. And you just click it. And then it says 3, 2, 1. And then it starts recording your voice. And yeah, you're pretty much good to go. Over that, oh, you have the same mic, yeah. And again, I have to thank my 11-year-old because he's the one who makes me buy all the stuff and tells me that I should do stuff. So thank you, Billy Campbell. You're the bomb. Okay, that's about all that I was thinking to have in mind. Does anyone have any questions for me right now? If yet, you can type them away. Or better yet, if you want to save them, I'm going to post this right now. So it gets posted and it'll be here forever. And then if you have any further questions, you can just type them in and I promise I will go through and to the best of my ability answer them. I'm not an expert. It's just I use the same stuff every day. I'm only an expert in the things that I use. I will, I forget what I was going to say. Yeah. Oh, I will post links to all of the products that I have bought. If you want to explore them on your own, they'll be there for your reference. If you found this video to be useful to anyone, you feel free to share it. And I just thank you guys for your support all the time. You guys are so generous and so nice. And I love y'all very much. Just thought I'd come out and say that. So if there's anything else you'd like to see me do, just I'm here to help. So pop the questions in the comment sections and I will answer them. And thank you, Krishan. I'm so glad we're hanging out in person today. And you're so welcome. If any of you guys don't know, I have a Facebook group and it's called Awesome Art School with Karen Campbell. And you can hang out with me there. And yeah, other than that, and I'm on Instagram, Karen Campbell Artist, kind of everywhere around. But you guys are the bomb, and thank you for being here, and I will see you later. Bye. You are totally welcome.